For today, we'll have a warmer upper, so to speak, class. Here in Sydney, the temperatures have dropped, and so I want to get you guys warm today. That's my goal. With that, a little bit of a focus on chest and shoulders as well, because when it gets a bit colder, we round down a lot and do the whole shiver and rounding and closing off. So we're doing a little bit of lengthening as well, front body, shoulders, and chest. So with that in mind, guys, let's come straight onto our knees. So come to the middle, back side of your mat and start with a child's pose. So your knees are sort of hip width apart to start with, and just let your head rest on your hands here. So it's quite a mellow shape to begin with. Take a little bit of rocking here. So there is a little bit of movement because there will be quite a bit of movement today. With that being said, I do want you to be able to take a break whenever you need to, and this is a perfect shape to come back to anytime you do need a break. So yeah, and with that, any kind of vinyasas that we do, feel free to skip them and just stay into your downward facing dog. If you feel too warm or a little bit overwhelmed. So start to deepen the breath as we are here, and see, even though we have that compression between the thighs and our ascending and descending column, see if you can still send the breath into the belly. And so you feel that kind of massaging between the belly and the thighs. And let the breath from here on out flow just in and out through the nose. Finding just a little bit more length. And we're really starting to slow down before we begin to warm up. Just take 4 more breaths here in stillness. See if you can deepen the breath, and for my more seasoned yogis, maybe Ujjayi breath. And that's the back of your tongue to the roof of your mouth, creating that whisper sound. And then slowly from there, now we keep the knees hip width apart, but we start to walk the hips forward right until they are above the knees. Then you walk your hands forward and let yourself fall down. Forehead down is a little easier, chin down is a little harder, so pick and choose. And let your chest sort of melt and breathe down to your floor. Quite a big shoulder opening here straight away. And so if this feels really tense and tight at the moment, walk your hands a little wider away from each other, and otherwise reach them just a little further and closer to each other. Just 4 really big breaths here. Still breathing all the way into the belly. See if you can just let go of some tension which we don't need, and see if you can lift the elbows and forearms fully off the mat. And final round of breath here. And curling the toes just so you have a little bit more of a push back as you roll yourself all the way forward to come and lie down onto the mat. We'll tent the hands on the outside of the mat, so we're onto our fingertips right here. On an inhale, pull yourself up, but only as far as you can with your shoulders down, your chest wide and open. Exhale, bring a shoulder and an ear down one side. And then inhale, we come through center. One shoulder and one ear, other side. Good. Inhale like a bug. Rise up, stretch the front of your chest. Exhale. Again, come back one side, shoulder and ear. Inhale, come back up. Don't aggravate the lower back, so don't go too high if you feel that. Exhale down. Good. Slowly then coming through center, bringing 2 hands underneath your forehead. And lift the arms and your head up. Take the elbows with you. 1 big breath in. See if you can widen the arms, push the elbows as high as you can as you fly the arms right behind you. Lift yourself a little higher. One big breath in here, finding our posterior chain to switch on those back muscles. And then hands right underneath your shoulders, cobra pose here. Toenails are still pointed. Inhale, a little baby back bend, squeezing the elbows in to activate the triceps. And then our first downward facing dog here. Lift those hips, curl the toes, and feel free to take a little walk in your dog here. So we pedal one heel down and then the other heel down. Maybe even close your eyes here and just see if you can feel this rather than just autopilot wiggling through those heels. And with feeling, really emphasizing that lift through the chest and the shoulders. And then the sit bones shoot up to the ceiling. Bend your knees maybe a little bit as you lift your sit bones even higher, pressing your rib cage towards your thighs. And then just 3 breaths as we are here in stillness. And with that moment of stillness, pressing between the thumb and the index finger just a little bit more. From our downward facing dog, we'll start to move forward to a high plank. Can you ripple here? So chin kind of to chest as you round and ripple forward like an ocean wave, high plank. And then scoop and lift from the belly as you come back to your downward facing dog. 2 more times, round through the back muscles, lift through the belly, high plank. And then scoop and lift through the belly back to your dog. Last one. Inhale, press into the back. That is our chain that prevents us, if those muscles are strong, from rounding. Exhale back, round the heels down a little bit more on this last downward facing dog. And then tiny little steps as we go all the way forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, let's take a halfway lift, flatten the back. Exhale, fold. And as we do that again, guys, inhale, halfway lift. Can you squeeze the shoulders, scapula together? So kind of your 2 wings, basically. Exhale, forward fold. Last round, inhale. So really dancing with the pace of our breath. Exhale, fold. Generous bend through the knees. Shake your head out, yes and no. And on your next breath in, curling up to stand, head heavy, arms heavy. Come to stand tall at the top of your mat. Good. Hands come together from center of chest. Inhale, shoot the hands up to the sky. To an exhale, forward fold, bend through the knees. A halfway lift, inhale, peel the shoulders, scapula together. Hug the shoulders away from the ears, and exhale, step into your high plank. First round, let's take the knees down, big breath in here. Exhale, just halfway down. So really, maybe just an inch or 2, not too low at all. Press back, inhale. Exhale, come down, really working strength of these chaturangas. Exhale, and inhale back up. Last round, inhale to stay. Exhale, come halfway and squeeze and hold for 3, and 2, and 1. Back to the mat. Inhale for a little back bend, baby cobra. Squeeze those elbows still into the ribs and waistline. And then downward facing dog as you come back. 1 breath in, 1 breath out. Inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky. And exhale, step it forward in between the hands. On an inhale, draw the hips to lower, but open the chest, so be on fingertips or hold something if you need to. Exhale, try and straighten the legs. They might not go straight, that's okay. Feel the hamstring. 2 more rounds. Inhale, open the heart, lower the hips. Exhale, lift the hips, straighten the legs. 1 more. Inhale. And then exhale as you straighten. Maybe you've got room to lift your front toes. Then plant the right foot down, step all the way forward. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Hands together as you rise to stand, maybe into a little back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift again, flat back, hands to shins. Step back, high plank. Try and alternate legs. Come to your knees or otherwise shoot forward for a chaturanga back to lower all the way down. To your back, and when you're ready, breath in, cobra. Breath out, downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky, breath in. And exhale, step it forward in between the hands, nice and quietly. Inhale, lower the hips, but open the chest. Exhale, straighten and lengthen, chin towards the shin. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last round, inhale. And as you straighten the legs, maybe lift your left toes. It's quite a bit more. Left toes down, step all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift at the top of your mat. And exhale, forward fold. Hands together, rise like you're swimming up and over. And exhale, forward fold again. Flat back, breath in. And exhale, step it back, high plank. Feel free to come to the knees always, otherwise shoot forward and lower down. Cobra pose is best for anyone with lower back issues. Otherwise, if you're feeling warm enough, you might go for upward facing dog. Thighs, knees lift off the floor, shoulders are down, collarbones are wide. Downward facing dog. Exhale. 3, breath here. See if there's maybe a little bit more length onto the back side of your body so the heels can drop a little lower even if they don't touch. Bend your knees and lift your sit-bones higher again. Good. Inhale, looking forward. Maybe this time a little hop to the top of the mat. Flat back, breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Big toes together to touch, chair pose. Now stay low with the hips. Inhale, arms reach. And then exhale, arms reach behind you. Look forward. Inhale, find the shoulders to open, the chest to open. Exhale, reach it behind you. Again, one more round. Breath in. Good, breath out. Inhale, hands together from center of chest, and exhale, twist to the right side. So left elbow touches on the outside of your right thigh, and then push and lift the chest. Check that your knees are in one straight line. Sit your hips a little lower. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Flat back, breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into your plank. Knees down or shoot forward. Change it as many times as you like. Lower down, exhale. Breath in, cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Exhale one more time. Inhale, look forward. Step or a little hop to the top of the mat. Flat back, breath in. And exhale, fold. Big toes together. Chair pose, inhale. Wave the arms. Exhale, sit a little lower. The second round. Breath in, inhale. Exhale, I hope we're warming up, guys. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Hands together, inhale. Twisting to the left side, exhale. Right elbow on the outside of the thigh. Lift and push. Good. Sitting those hips nice and low. Breathe. One more time. Sit a little lower. And then inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Knees down or shift forward. And exhale, chaturanga. To the back, bend breath in. Downward facing dog. Exhale. 3 breath again. Now remember that I mentioned it in the beginning, that if you're feeling out of breath, overwhelmed, or you just want to go a little slower today, and maybe skip that high to low plank into the back bend and just go straight into your downward facing dog. Maybe take a child's pose. Just be your own best teacher. One more round of breath here. And then inhale, lift the right leg back up, breath in. And exhale all the way forward. Inhale, high lunge. Arms reach all the way up. Take a moment here, first round. Always there to really find those shapes and to be strong in them. You're breathing, ribs in. And your second shape will be an airplane. So look forward, shoot forward, reach the arms beside you and see if you can start to fly. Lift that left leg, but not the hip. Looking kind of forward. Can you open the shoulders more? Big breath in here. And then exhale, step back. Arms reach up, inhale. You're back into your high lunge. Open up, warrior 2. And take a moment to find this shape here too, today. Back foot is a little bit inwards. So want your back toes to be more to the top of the mat than to the back. Your front toes straight forward. Your knee over the second, third toe. So you can see your big toe if you were to look down. On an inhale, we come out of it. We straighten, arms up. Exhale, lower down. Go low for that reason. Inhale, rise up. Stand tall. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, hands come up. And then turn your chest towards the left corner of the mat. Interlace the fingers behind you. Bend through front knee. And then take a little hop forward with your back foot. So it's a little bit more forward facing with the back toes. There we go. Humble warrior. The right shoulder might be on the right thigh. And if you're feeling brave, you bring it all the way on the inside. So now let your head drop and let the arms come forward. Holding this for 2 more breaths. Think humble. So how low can you go? Head nearly touching down to the mat. Breathe. And then push those hips for the last breath back into the 2 heels. Looking to your right toes. Hands come down to the floor. Inhale, high plank. You might fly your chaturanga, one leg off. You might take it all the way to the knees and anything in between. Back bend, breath in. And dog. Exhale. Left leg to lift. Inhale. And exhale, step it forward. Quietly, gracefully. Inhale, we rise. Take a moment to find your balance. You can bend your back knee a little bit, just to knit these ribs in, and to stand a little taller through the spine. And then looking forward, finding focus. Arms sweep as you reach yourself forward, and start to fly. Hips kind of square, as square as you can get them, but lift the leg high. Softness into the standing leg. Breathe and reach and lift the arms a little higher than you would normally. Inhale to stay. Exhale, step back with control. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Heel to heel alignment. Looking forward over your left middle fingers. Check that front knee. So important and so easy to hurt your knee if it falls inward. Push it to the baby toe. Let's go. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Inhale. exhale. Last time to inhale, bring it up. Interlace the fingers behind you. And as you bend through the front knee, take that right foot a little bit more forward facing. Lengthen, inhale, chest proud. Exhale, fall on the inside of your left thigh, maybe shoulder to thigh to make it a little bit more mellow. Head drops. Humble warrior. Really see if your hip is falling out to the left side. Park it back in between the heels. Come a little lower to breath. Let the arms maybe fall a little further. And then hands down as you look down. Inhale, high plank. Maybe a three-legged chaturanga. Maybe a full, maybe a knee. And it really doesn't matter as long as you do it gracefully and happily. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Big breath in. Big breath out. We flow this 2 more rounds just because we know what we're doing. Right leg to lift, 1 movement, 1 breath. Exhale, step. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten and lengthen. Exhale, sit low. Go low. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, low. 1 more, guys. Breath in. Exhale. Inhale, hands come up. Good. Behind you to interlace. Bend through the front knee, step the left foot in. Big breath in. Proud chest set up. Humble warrior. Exhale to fold. Go low. Hands down. High plank. And again, check that you pick the right thing for you. Exhale to lower. Back bends of choice. Breath in. Back to your dog. Exhale. Left leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale to step. Inhale to rise. Exhale to fly. Inhale to come back. High lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Go wide, go long. 3 rounds. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last round. Inhale. Exhale. And as you come back, inhale, arms up to interlace behind you. Step the back foot in a little bit. Exhale. Inhale, be proud in the chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Go low. Hands down, high plank. Breath in, shoot forward, especially from full plank. Exhale, lower. Breath in, shoulders back. Breath out, dog. Last round straight away, guys. Feel free to move at your own pace as we slowly find a graceful flow. Inhale to rise, arms up. Exhale, fly. Inhale, come back. Exhale, open. Breath in. And again, feel free to move at your own pace. 2 more breaths here. See if you can go lower, opening those hips. Last round. Finishing with the arms up, breath in. To exhale, interlace and step. Proud chest, inhale. Humble warrior, exhale. Hands down, high plank, inhale. Lower, exhale. Back bend, big or small breath in. Be mindful of your lower back, please. Exhale, dog, last round. Last side, inhale. Exhale, step. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fly. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, warrior two. Two more. Your time. Last round. Finishing arms up. Inhale. Interlace and step a little. Exhale. Inhale, chest comes more forward to the right corner of your mat. Exhale, humble warrior. Hands down, high plank. Knees down if you need any variation. Lower. Cobra or up dog, big breath in. Downward facing dog, 3 breaths. Let that also be an invitation to go to child's pose. If you were hoping for me to say child's pose just now, head is heavy, looking at your toes. Breathe. And then inhale, slowly come forward to a high plank and bring your knees down. So we're kind of like in a weird shape here. It's a high plank kind of shape with your knees down. And we just flip into the left hand and I'm going to sit my hips down to the floor. So I have 2 feet to the floor here. My hips are down, left hand is down. Reaching the hips off the floor and the right hand up. Inhale. And then sit back down, exhale, hips down. Again, inhale, reach, length, exhale down. Maybe a circular movement with the right hand, last round, inhale, exhale. Good, come back, knee plank, to a high plank, to a downward facing dog. And again, shoot forward, high plank. Bring your knees down. And then swivel onto your right hip. Hips are down, feet are down. Right hand is down. Inhale, reach. And exhale, sit. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sit. Feeling those obliques. Yes, last round. Breath in. And exhale, out. Come back to center. Modified plank. High plank, downward facing dog, big breath in, big breath out, hips high. And then inhale, shoot forward. Knees down if you need to, we come down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a moment, maybe hands underneath your forehead. Maybe just a little bit of movement, massaging the lower back by swaying the legs from side to side. Big breath in again, let it go, out. Now we've been doing our airplane standing up. Let's do one lying down. So bring the arms right beside you. Keep your gaze kind of forward and down onto the floor. And just start by lifting the upper body and the arms. If your lower back is perfectly fine, you might lift the legs as well. If you'd rather keep them down for today, really go ahead and do that. As we're working our airplane today, start to pulse your baby pinky fingers to each other. Like you're flapping your wings. Your baby pinky fingers might touch, they might not. Either way is fine. Now can you lift another rib off the floor and continue to pulse for 10 seconds. And as we're coming to the last 2 seconds, interlace the fingers if you can, otherwise keep the arms wide. One more big breath in, lift, lift, lift. And exhale, come down. Hands down, curl the toes, push back through the knees. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Big breath in here. And a big breath out. Inhale, look forward, a little step. or hop to the top of the mat. Flat back, breath in, and out, exhale, fold. Back to a chair pose. We don't need to do the wave today, or the second round, I should say. We do another twist, so hands together, inhale. So whenever we change seasons, our whole digestion changes as well. So it's always an opportunity to detox, twist, rinse it out. Inhale, lengthening, and exhale, twist to the right side. So pull the chest up higher. I sometimes get a nice little crackle even. And then lift your left heel. Lift your left toes and step it back. Twist it, present lunge. Wasn't that fun? Lift the chest a little higher. One more round. Straighten the back leg a little more. And then left hand down, right hand up. Easy open twist. You can stay, or one more time come to a side plank. Spin onto the baby toe side. Right hip and foot might align or on top of each other if you want a little more. Reach and lengthen over, and then come back to downward facing dog. If you'd like around the flow here, do it. Otherwise, catch your breath. And so eventually we will all move back into our dog, where we look forward and inhale, and hop, step or jump, exhale. Breath in to lengthen. Breath out to fold. Big toes together. Chair pose. Inhale. Hands together from center of chest. Find length into the spine. Breath in. Sit low. Twist to the left side. Exhale. And again, lift the chest in. I like looking down for better balance as I lift my right heel, my right toes, and then step it back. Twist it, present lunge. Lift the chest, straighten the back leg. One more big breath in. Let's give that digestion a nice little rinse like a sponge. And then slowly coming back with the hands down. Right hand stays down, left hand reaches up. Your easy open twist, feel free to stay. Otherwise, spinning to the baby toe side. Maybe a modified side plank. Maybe a full side plank. Reach, big breath in. To a high plank, to a downward facing dog or flow. So lowering is great too. This is our meeting point though. So find me back here when you're ready. And when that is done, slowly, knees come down, knees are hip width as we rise onto the knees. Camel pose. So just take a moment and about 3 breaths, standing tall here. And camel pose can be very overwhelming because it's such a big heart and chest opening. So the more we sit like this, or the more we feel stressed or just busy, the more it can kind of make us want to throw up a little, really. And so just ease into it. Push the elbows behind you to already promote that chest opening. Push the pubic bone a little forward, and then think heart up to the ceiling. So imagine my 2 hands onto those lower ribs, lifting you up rather than folding back. And that's all there's to it. Length, length, lift, lift. You might feel wonderful here, and then you want to go more and deeper. And some of you guys, please don't look sideways. You might grab your heels, only if your hips are still forward and not sinking back. Holding for 3, wherever you are. For 2. 1, come out nice and slowly. And come and sit down for a moment. Settle. Breathe. Sigh. The only thing better than 1 back bend is 2 back bends. It is so good for your digestion again, for lengthening all of these muscles, which during our days are so compressed, right? So I hope I motivated you to do another one for that reason. Take the knees just a touch wider than the first round. Bring the hands into the lower back, hand palms down, and again, start by pushing the pubic bone forward, but then think that length right out of the sacrum into the lower back here. So lifting up Imagine my hands again lifting and supporting you up. Push the hips forward. Maybe stay here. So fine. Push those elbows behind you more. Maybe you're ready to go again backwards. Lifting hard up. Imagine a hook into your heart here. Breathe, lift, lengthen. 3, 2, 1. Head to lower back. And the other one too, if you went all the way. Gently sitting down. 2 options here. You can come into a broken toe pose, which is those 10 toes curled. And if you hate this pose, then you're the one needing this pose. But if you're feeling overwhelmed, you might also just come to a child's pose for a moment. And that swaying is nice for the lower back there too. And just take a sigh, because that was a lot. Very slowly come back to the shins. Now if you're uncomfortable to sit onto the shins and have this sort of compression through the knees, then sit any other way. Hey, if you need to grab a chair and sit on a chair, that's okay too. From there now, to inhale, reach the hands up to the ceiling. And exhale, bring the right arm underneath the left arm. So we do a seated eagle pose here with just the arms. So when you're ready here, elongate the spine. So make sure there's no kind of, sitting like this. So nice and tall through the spine. Can you then knit the ribs in? So we have our core switched on and we're a little bit longer again through the spine. Lifting our fingertips up to the ceiling and those elbows lift too. But then hug the shoulders down and bring the ribs in a little more. And you should really start to feel the stretch into the neck and into the back. Might just be enough for you here. You might start to just bring kind of some movement side to side or circling. As long as you keep thinking hands up, shoulders down. Now if you can't touch the hands or keep slipping, you can also just touch the shoulders. Keep pressing the shoulders down and find this movement. So whatever works for you here, as long as there's long neck and a long spine. 2 more breaths. Gently the elbows to lower, the hands come down, inhale, reach tall again, left arm underneath the right arm, so the other side, reach the hands, shoulders hug down, ribs come in, sit tall, keep repositioning, and if you'd like, add some movement, side to side or circling, again feel free to come back as well, hands to shoulders, if that is the thing accessible for you. Everybody is different, and in particular for guys, this can be incredibly challenging to have our arms in eagle. 3 more breaths here. Try and lift shoulders down. Breathe. Final breath. And then letting the elbows draw down, hands come down. Walking the hands back forward, knees back, knees and hips back. We come one more time to our Anahatasana, our hard melting pose. Walk the hands forward, sit your chest down, your head down, but your arms are off. And this time, again, if you're warmer, maybe walk those hands closer to each other. We've done a lot of chest and shoulder opening. Maybe you need to stay wide, that's fine. But those hips are right above your knees. If you're feeling flexible enough, the hands might walk together and the thumbs might come on the back of your neck like I'm doing here. 3 big breaths here. Maybe it feels completely different than the first round. Maybe it's still hard. Very normal. Sigh if you're feeling feelings. Slowly from there on out, hands walk back, knees walk forward, And just come to sit down. And come to lie down. If you have any strength left, feel free to take a nice strong roll down. Always nice to activate the core, even at the end still. And once you've come to lie down, just take a moment, hand to heart, hand to belly. So again, we reconnect to that breath still going all the way into the abdomen. If you learn anything from doing yoga, let it be breath. Breath to calm, breath to relax, breath to let go. And then breath into your organs. Set the soles of the feet to the floor, bend your knees. And we'll go for a supine pigeon. So instead of doing our pigeon, which we do normally forward facing, we'll do it here lying down. So begin by hugging the right knee into the right shoulder. Give it a good little squeeze. Now really make sure that the knee is out to the side, to the shoulder, rather than straight down. And then keep holding on to the knee here with the right hand. And left hand grabs the blade, the outside baby toe side of the foot. And then from there now, just slowly see if you can get that shin a little bit more parallel. No pulling on the knee, no pulling on the ankle. So that ankle stays straight, we're not starting to bulge it in, so keep flexing. And that knee stays happy. Yeah, great. You might rock a little. You only pull it in gently enough to feel the hip. And I feel with the supine pigeon, you feel a lot more hip than you feel glute. Maybe when you can start to have the fingers to reach, maybe you can straighten the left leg. And if you can't, that's also very normal. So we're just breathing and be where you need to be. Again, check in with the ankle, yeah? Want it to be straight, no pulling on the ankle in any rounding kind of way. Starting then to bend through the left knee in case you've straightened it. Coming into our half happy baby, quite a similar shape. We bring the sole of the foot up above the knee this time, still out wide. Grab the foot, if you need to grab the ankle, also fine. And let the knee kind of tumble out to the left side in terms of the left leg to counterbalance. Just 3 breaths here. See if you can already begin to soften other parts that we are not using. Your jaw, separating those upper and lower teeth. You can lick your lips to force some more softening. Letting go of the right foot, stepping back down to the floor. And gently straighten the leg for just a moment. Right foot comes down, right knee is bent, left knee comes into the left shoulder, give it a good squeeze. Make sure it's to the shoulder, not to the chest. Left hand stays to the knee, right hand grabs the blade of the foot. Lift, maybe a gentle pull. Thinking about that shin coming parallel. That ankle staying straight so your foot is far more upward facing than it would ever be to your body. Maybe you're straightening the right leg if that worked for you on the other side and if you like that. Maybe you can bring those hands all the way together. Maybe you want to rock a little. But never any joint pain, never any sharpness. And a whole lot of breath. Again, your face is tensing up. You probably have gone just a tad too far. Right knee bends, right sole of the foot to the floor as we'll come into our half happy baby. So we bring that left foot right above the knee, facing upward to the ceiling. And counterbalance maybe a little bit with the right knee opening up. 2 glutes, your sacrum, everything is down onto the mat. 3 breaths. Grab the ankle, right, yogis, if you're feeling stuck or tight. Make things accessible. And then slowly letting go here as well. Straighten the legs slowly for a moment forward. And take a breath. Let the breath be received into soft belly. Last but not least, a full happy baby. 2 knees lift up, wide. Grab the outsides of the feet. You might do a little rocking. You might grab the ankles. Wherever you are, breathe. 2 more breaths. So we really nurture the outer hips, the inner hips, our chest, shoulders. 1 more big breath in. And exhale, slowly start to slide those legs all the way forward. And then come to hug the shoulders down, and the shoulders scapula together. And the arms right beside you, shooting down, open up, and then melt. And just bathe into the sense of nothing to do and nowhere to go. Take a sigh, or take 15 if you need to let go of some things that occupy you now. Let yourself soften. And for this moment, let's take a little holiday. Visualize a place that makes you so happy and so relaxed. This might be a holiday location. This might be a beach, a park. This might be your home, your bed, your garden. Wherever you are, see every little bit of this space. Look around. And in this place, there's nothing to do and there's nowhere to go. Just checking in with the temperature into this place. Is it warm? Is it cold? The sounds. Visualize the sounds that come with this place. Maybe you are there with someone. Maybe you're there all alone. But it feels so good to be there. Soak it in. And every now and again you would feel your mind wander off. That is just how we are wired. See if you can just notice when that happens. And take yourself back to this place of comfort, of happiness. Think about all the do you appreciate about it? We have 2 more minutes in this place. Bathing out. And just very slowly, you get your awareness back into your place in wherever you are. But keeping that softness, that comfort, that happiness. You may begin to encourage little movements back, like a wiggle of the toes and fingers. Into bigger movements, you might stretch overhead, or you might hug the knees into your chest, give yourself a big cuddle. And then just setting the feet down and rolling onto the left side, into a nice little fetus. Into breath in. Having your top hand to push you up and to come to a seat. And just for now, keep the eyes still closed and bring the hands together. Never rushing out and off. Take this moment to really appreciate you showing up. Gratitude to yourself for doing the work. Gratitude for a healthy, capable body that you were able to move today. Namaste, yogis, and have a beautiful rest of your week.